everybody. It is Wednesday at 3 o'clock, and you guys know what that means on Fox 26. It is another episode of Foodies and Friends. My name is Katie Stone. We are without Ruben today because he is on tornado coverage out in Pasadena. So it is just me today, but I got these two guys to join me. You may not recognize him. Brian O'Connor is the general manager of BB Lemon here on Washington, which is where we are today. Arthur Mooradian is the vice president of operations for Berg Hospitality, and we're talking all things EatDrinkHTX, which is coming up in a few weeks, February 15th through the 28th. We are in official Eat Drink broadcasting territory. This is the kind of when the things kind of start to get ramped up, and you see us a lot more on the morning show on Fox 26, where we go around to all the different restaurants participating in the charity dining event, donating a portion of the prefix meal to the Houston Food Bank and Children at Risk, and we show you guys the menus. So we're going to get started with our first menu item. We're going to give you a sneak peek of the menus that get published on February 1st on our website, which is EatDrinkHTX.com, and the menus go live on February 1st, but here at BB Lemon, we are going to take a look at some of their fabulous menu items. Brian, what is this? This is a great way to kick off the show.
This is our take of a BLT. We just ramped it up a little bit. It's classic Texas toast, a little bit of lettuce, tomato, red onion. We had some thick cut bacon, and then we put a 7-ounce piece of fresh Atlantic salmon on top with a over easy sunny side up egg.
Just add a 7-ounce piece of salmon to this, as if you need it. I feel like this could serve 2 people. This is a pretty incredible dish. Now, is your Eat Drink menu, are most of the items on your regular menu year round, or do you have any new menu items?
We focused on more of our top selling dishes, the ones we're most proud of, to feature on the HTX menu.
Yeah. We're going to come in and have this. Have you had this yet?
I haven't had it yet, but I'm looking at it and my mouth is watering. Just looking at it.
It smells really good, too.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. Now, Arthur, you have obviously been in Houston for a really long time, but you just joined Berg Hospitality last July, but you're no stranger to the Eat Drink HTX or HRW activities, as you are proudly serve on the board of the Cleverly Stone Foundation and has been involved in HRW and my mother's philanthropic activities for many, many years. Talk a little bit about what it means to you, knowing that you were one of the main guys she was talking to about this event back in the planning days.
It's exciting to see it come to fruition because, Cleverly started the Houston Restaurant Weeks almost 20 years ago, right?
This is the 20th anniversary.
And I know that, Cleverly being who she was always concerned about the restaurants. She was always about the restaurants and, when was a good time for them to be able to make money. So August was always a slow month for us. And so she came up with the Houston Restaurant Weeks, which started as 1 week and ended up being 5 weeks long, which I think every restaurant that participates in it loves it. And then, she was always talking about how can we do another event that would incorporate some of the lower PPA restaurants, like the personality restaurants. And so this was kind of in the talks, but to see you bring it to fruition is definitely rewarding for me just to see it.
Well, with a lot of help, obviously. You've been there by my side for sure, so credit goes, a lot of credit goes to you. All right, we've got another item on our foodie cam here. This is, oh my goodness, you guys. I mean, we know that Mr. Benjamin Berg knows how to do these events, but this is just knocking it out of the park. What have we got on this?
This is called our Cajun chicken.
Cajun chicken.
It's a simple chicken breast, boneless, skinless, sliced thin, and we crust it with the Cajun seasoning.
Woo. And
then it's topped with the light citrus or blanc, a little white wine, butter, and cream. And then we just serve it to make it healthy. We put a little mixed green salad there with the balsamic vinegar then tossed on the side.
Yeah, I mean, this is beautiful. This is, now, Brian, talk about your Eat Drink offering. Are you all doing the brunch, lunch, dinner combination of
doing dinner roll.
Just dinner. Okay, so just dinner. So $25 dinner, 2 courses. $3 is donated for from each dinner. And this is on your second course of the Eat Drink menu.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, great. This is wonderful. All right, I'm gonna get another dish in here. Oh, it looks like. Oh, I know what this is, you guys. I know what this is. All right, take a look at this. What do you see? What's in here? Ooh. Brian, what is this?
This is our New England clam chowder served in a bread bowl. It's an oldie but goodie. We're still, if something's good, we keep it around. So it's our traditional clam chowder, fresh clams. It has russet potatoes, a little bit of chive, leeks, and it's served in a French bread bowl.
Can you eat the bread?
Absolutely.
I mean, do people
That's
eat
the
the
best
bread?
part.
Yeah, like the
It
inside
soaks
of it
in
too.
there,
Yeah.
soaks in there, and
Yeah.
that's the best part to finish it off.
Now, Brian, you have been the general manager here at BB Lemon since Lemon opened in 2018.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. So you knew my mom also,
Absolutely.
right? Yep. And you're one of the kind of the original crew with Ben, right?
She used to do her morning shows on the classic music channel.
Yes, KR.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long relationship with her.
Yeah.
And we love
Brian looks young. He's been around for a while. He's been in the business for a while, so he knows all about it.
Keeps you young. But speaking to what Arthur was talking about with regards to why EatDrinkHTX exists, you're in a little bit of a good situation to answer that because the PPA here at BB Lemon is lower than the traditional fine dining concepts that participate in Houston Restaurant Weeks. These 2 weeks that EatDrinkHTX is running traditionally are a little bit slow for you guys.
They are, especially most of our restaurant is outdoors. So anytime we have cold weather, it slows us down a little bit.
Yeah.
So we like to take any business in as much as we can, and we welcome any opportunities to showcase our food. A lot of people don't really know we exist all the way down here in Washington, and so we like to let them know that we're down here.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was, getting back to what Arthur was talking about, my mother, and probably with your help as well, identified these 2 weeks as being slower for the casual dining restaurants in Houston. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, Valentine's Day is really a great dining out holiday for fine dining. So what people tend to do is they tend to save up for their fine dining outing. And then the other thing that happens is Rodeo starts, March 1st, February 28th. And so a lot of people kind of save and use their discretionary dining dollars, and rightfully so, for Rodeo. And so that's why my mom chose, she wasn't just throwing darts at the wall here, right? She definitely, chose these 2 weeks for a very specific reason. I think you were really, you were there kind of along the way to help advise her on that too.
We spent a lot of time talking about it because, again, the idea was to come up at a time period where we could drive more revenue to the restaurants when it was actually lacking. And so, to your point, most casual dining restaurants see a dip in sales just because of Valentine's Day and the rodeo, like you said. And so hopefully this will give them an opportunity or entice them to come out and try some of the restaurants that they haven't tried before. And one of the things that we work really hard at and to make sure that people come to our restaurant is you got to put a menu out there that people are going to want to come and try. So,
Yeah.
And I think, again, we knocked it out of the park here with the options that we have. And we've seen a couple already and more to see, but this will definitely give people a reason to want to come out.
And you're definitely going to want to come out here for this next item that we have on the Foodie Cam. It is ready to go, and I love when we have just beautiful dishes like this. It is your take on your fresh watermelon salad, Brian?
Fresh watermelon, toss it in a red wine vinegar along with some olive oil. It's got fresh feta cheese on top with some Kalamata olives, a little bit of mint on the top for flavor, and some sliced cherry tomatoes.
And this is on your lunch or brunch menu?
It's available all the time.
It's
yes.
available all the time, and then this is on your first course menu for your dinner.
Yes.
Got it. Perfect.
Yeah, and these are items these are probably, our top selling items that, we want people to come in, not only take advantage of EatDrinkHTX, but to also try our signature items. so they can obviously be enticed to come back again.
Yeah.
That's kind of the idea behind it.
Absolutely. And a thing or two about creating a good menu, because for those of you who don't know, Arthur used to be with Del Frisco's, and Del Frisco's for many years here in Houston was the #1 donation during Houston Restaurant Week. And man, I remember that back when the lunch was $20, that Del Frisco's lunch, that was the best value lunch in town that you put together.
There wasn't too many places you can get a great cut of beef, filet mignon, and a salad for $20.
But you did it. Why? But you did it, and you were really firm on that for many years.
Well, for us, was the idea behind it was to drive volume, right, and to really showcase what we do. I think a lot of people, when they go through HRW and they go through EatDrinkHTX, they choose the restaurant they want to go to on the website based on the menu items. So if you have an amazing menu and you were able to show great value, they're going to come see you. So, it was a learning lesson for us, because the first couple of years, once we realized people were shopping online, and of course at the time, your mom did an amazing job of putting together a great website so people could go see the menus. Once we realized that, then it was just make the menu as great as possible. And then obviously the more volume you do, the bigger your donation's going to be.
Yeah.
So our goal was always to drive that volume. So.
Yeah, that is definitely the key. All right, and we've got another item here on our foodie cam, and I can tell this is going to be a very popular item. I don't know if you guys can see this yummy cheeseburger. Now, Arthur, you co-hosted my mom's radio show with her for many years.
Yes.
And you know her feelings about burgers on Houston Restaurant Week's menus, which essentially was, don't put a burger on your Houston Restaurant Week's menu if you want to stay in the good graces, right? But for this event, we love burgers, we love pizza, we love coffee trucks, we love food trucks, we love coffee shops, and all of the above. So that's what's kind of cool about this event, is we can celebrate the burger and celebrate the casual dining spots, because arguably there are more casual dining restaurants in Houston than there are fine dining restaurants.
Absolutely, and that's the reason why your mom wanted to create this event, because she didn't want the burgers on the HRW menu. So we created another event to where we can have these items on there, and it's been a phenomenal hit. So, yes, visually no burgers. But
yeah.
We drink HTX, tacos, burgers, all those.
Yeah, and usually Ruben and I co-host, and we usually eat a little bit. But since I'm solo hosting, it's a little tough to eat. All right, I want to show you guys another food item here. Classic. This is what I love about Baby Lemon is you if you don't want to be, if you want a classic, right? And you don't want to just make it, some people take classics and they kind of go a little nuts.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want a really good burger, a really good Ruben. Yeah. Talk about the Ruben, Brian.
It's our traditional New York style Ruben. Ben's a big critic of, if we're going to have a Ruben, it better be right. So it's our rye bread, a little bit of sauerkraut, our Russian dressing, and it has our corned beef that we get from the butcher shop across the street.
Yeah. So, and just in case you guys don't realize, but we're right here on Washington. We're directly across the street from B&B Butchers. We're looking at the parking lot right now. And, Arthur, you, as the Vice President of Operations with Burke Hospitality, there's always a lot going on in those offices.
Yes.
There's a lot of fun stuff going on. And if you guys have been following Ben Berg's career here in Houston, opened B&B Butchers in 2015, first restaurant, as Brian mentioned, was at Smith & Walensky before that, which is, when he came to Houston and became friends with my mother, I actually still have his phone number in my phone, and he's listed as Smith & Walensky, and I will never change it. I will never, ever change it. But, you have some maybe some fun announcements or some fun things to talk about that you guys are working on.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always a lot going on, but one of the things that we want to work on here at BB Lemon, if you've been here before, even if you haven't been here before, you know, Brian alluded to the fact that we have a lot of outdoor dining. And so sometimes our outdoor dining is bigger than our indoor dining. And sometimes if the weather is not good or it's not cooperating, then obviously that affects our availability, our ability to do the volume that we want to do. So one of the things we're working on right now is making our outdoor dining a little bit more enclosed, more permanent. We're looking at revamping the menu a little bit. We're going to do some fun stuff with some cocktails and some adding some more beers, special beers on tap. So just kind of making it more of a fun vibe atmosphere in the restaurant. So those changes are going to hopefully come into place. I know some of them will take place in the next 6 to 8 weeks, and then we'll have some more changes coming in sometime in the summer. We're going to rework a lot of the layout of the restaurant, but it's going to be great. We've got our corporate chef that's working on some new menu items, and it's going to be exciting.
Just in time for HRW, yeah, because you do have a really good patio. So it's completely enclosed, you know, green covered. You can, you know, eat out there, drink out there, stand out there. You know, you can do whatever.
It easily seats about 100 people. We just did a huge event out there with a wedding event. It was amazing. So it's a great space, but again, when the weather is not great, it kind of hinders, you know, our ability to take care of all the guests that we want to take care of. So we're going to try to enclose it all.
Yeah, but when it is nice, you do want to enjoy it, and you guys have actually done a really good job with that at Trattoria Sophia too, which is, you know, we did another episode, I believe, I want to say later, mid last year, I want to say we did an episode of Foodies and Friends, and they were still kind of on the finishing touches of getting it, but now it's really fully operational and it's awesome.
Yeah,
when it's nice, it's you can pull it all down and it feels like you're outside, and yeah,
we did a great job at Sophia. And so that's kind of the idea that we're trying to create here as well, to where it still feels like you're sitting outside, but you're somewhat protected from the outside elements as far as rain or wind or anything like that, but it still gives you the feel of sitting in a patio.
All right, we've got my favorite portion of the day. What is this?
Ooh, that's just a classic banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
Can't really. Told you if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, listen, I've had some not so good banana pudding. I mean, you know, sometimes you just don't, like my husband, you don't mess with his grandma's banana pudding. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be as good as his grandma's banana pudding, but it's a little.
We do a little marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, it's marshmallow fluff on the top.
And then put a little heat on it to get a little crisp on the top.
That was the very first menu item that I tried.
This was?
When I joined the company and I came to BB Lemon.
So you came right here after you joined the company. You celebrated at BB Lemon.
When I came here, one of the items that I had was that. The first item actually I had was that. Yeah. I'm a sucker for a banana pudding. So.
Are you sweet Sky or are you more? Yeah, my mom was
banana,
too. Yeah.
I love a good chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate is my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of chocolate, here we go. Ooh. Oh my goodness. What is this? What is this?
Brownie a la mode, homemade brownie, cooked every morning with the prep lupita. And then we put some Haagen-Dazs for the ice cream and some more marshmallow fluff on the bottom.
Cooked every morning. You make the brownies every morning. Yeah. Now, are these the same brownies at NoPo also? Does everything get cooked together? Do you know? No, not everything. Yeah, different. Okay, got it. Yeah, because I know about the brownies at NoPo. I've had the brownies at NoPo. Okay. They're different. Okay. Well, now I've got to have this. Cindy, how are we doing on time? What time is it, please? 3:20? Okay, great. Brian, talk about any kind of special events that you guys have. Do you ever do any brunches or any wine dinners?
Brunch is actually our biggest days here on Saturday from 11 to 3.
Saturdays from 11 to 3.
Sunday from 11 to 3. We have a lot of DJ. It's a little more rowdy crowd on Sundays than it is Saturdays. Saturday's more
Good to
family
know.
oriented.
Good to know.
But it's always full. People can't wait to come out and sit on the patio. We have Arthur just added some big 80-inch TVs out there now for the sporting events. So you can watch it out there. You can listen to the DJ. We serve a bunch of different mimosa specials. We have rosé that we made for brunch. It's a frozen rosé that's real popular.
Yeah, your brunch is really popular, isn't it? Yeah. So
It's definitely
reservations.
the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, place to be if you want to go out and have a good, fun brunch. This is definitely a place to be. The food's amazing. The atmosphere is amazing. Of course, when the weather is nice, you can't beat it. So it's definitely a great place to be.
Any new anything new you can give us? Any breaking news? Any kind of we know there's some other, maybe some new restaurants in the works coming out this year. We've heard some rumors, but anything you can disclose or not ready yet?
Yeah, there's a few that's coming out, and the biggest one we're working on right now, which has been announced, is the ranch at the Rodeo.
Yes.
So we're all really focused on that. Last year was the first year that Berg Hospitality put up the ranch, and I wasn't with the company at the time, but I keep hearing about how great it was.
It was amazing.
Fortunately, this year I get to participate in the meetings, and if you were there last year, you definitely want to come back this year because it's going to be bigger and better.
And it turns into a nightclub at night too. What a brilliant idea! Whose idea was that?
Of course,
Brilliant.
Ben, but
Brilliant.
that nightclub edition it's new this year,
Yeah.
so we actually added a small little nightclub edition to it. But it's going to be bigger seating area. The bar is going to be bigger. We're going to have a nightclub in addition to it.
Yeah.
But again, if you were there last year, you definitely want to come back this year. We're already taking reservations for it.
And that's a big deal, you guys, because reservations, it was sold out like the entire rodeo. So if you want to get out to the ranch, I would definitely recommend making your reservations early. If you're trying to get reservations and you haven't been able to, send me a message. We'll call it. We'll see what we can do for you. But you definitely want to get out to the ranch for sure, because I feel like it's becoming it's only its second year. But I feel like it's going to be a mainstay with Rodeo.
Everybody talks about it.
Yeah.
I've ran into so many people that were completely blown away.
Because it was the first one.
Yeah, it's the first and the
First
only
time, yeah.
We're the only full-service restaurant at the Rodeo. So, but again, we're going to have a lot more fun. Last year, although it was done perfectly well, it was also there was a lot of learning that went into it. So.
Yeah, because think about it. You got to construct an entire restaurant in a parking lot and then take it down, right, like 3 weeks later.
Well, not even. It takes us 3 weeks to build it, and then we got to take it down in about 3 days.
Because it's literally in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a
side of the Astro.
So you walk up the steps. So you're not. It's not even ground level. Like it's on stilts. Even it's kind of. It's nuts. I was there for judging the Rodeo Gold Buckle Foodie Awards, which of course my mother was the founding judge for. And I know the ranch is hosting it again this year, so I'm excited to see the changes.
The construction's already started. We've already started building it. And, always, every meeting we have is the finishing touches. It's what can we do different? What can we do better? And, of course, Ben's got amazing ideas that he keeps incorporating into everything that he does. So it's going to be better and bigger this year. Yeah,
for sure. No, we love Ben. We love all his ideas. He was a great friend to my mom, of course, just like you, Arthur, and so we're always fun to see what happens next in Berg Hospitality. And I love when you get to come on and share with us. Okay, any last wrap up? Anything else? Any other big events or anything? Any new concepts outside of the ranch that we're ready to talk about?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
The only thing I would say is start making your reservations for Valentine's Day. It's around the corner. So
but some good
a lot of fun stuff
coming up too. So maybe we'll have some announcements for you guys later on. So we're talking about the ranch, but first we've got EatDrinkHTX, which of course is running February 15th through the 28th. We just had a sneak peek of the incredible menu here at BB Lemon, which is participating once again, and we're so very thankful for that. Brian, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for coming.
Arthur, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you guys both for, of course, supporting the Houston Food Bank, Children at Risk, and of course, my mother's mission and legacy. So we're so honored for you guys to be on board. All right, guys, that does it for us here at BB Lemon on Washington for Foodies and Friends on Fox 26. My name is Katie Stone, and we will see you guys again next Wednesday live at 3 o'clock on Fox 26. See ya.